Backed by popular demand, it's another... Backed by popular demand, it's another VeggieTales. So, VeggieTales, I don't feel like there's any intro that needs to be said. I've done this multiple times. I grew up watching these, haven't seen them in a long time. They're actually hilarious, so rewatching them has been an absolute pleasure. So, let's keep going. This is... Are You My Neighbor?
Hi, kids, and welcome to VeggieTales. I'm Bob the Tomato.
And I'm Larry the Cucumber.
You have a shoe on your head.
We're here to answer your questions.
Yes, okay. Question. Why do you have a shoe on your head?
I bet you're wondering why Larry has a shoe on his head.
Yeah, Bob. Why do I have a shoe on my head?
Well, I got a letter today from Latasha Robbins of Savannah, Georgia.
And every time we get letters from Georgia, we put shoes on her head. Does that answer your question?
Latasha wants to know what loving your neighbor really means.
And that's why I have a shoe on my head?
Yes. No. Well, kind of.
Help me out here, Bob.
Help me. Help me.
I'm about to tell Latasha the story of Flibber-O-Loo.
The what?
The sun always shone on the mountains of Fibble. The wind and the rains never came. To call the place beautiful, no one would quibble, though hard on the feet, they'd exclaim. But high in those hills, past the rocks and the rubble, so high that the clouds were below, sat two tiny towns that were nothing but trouble.
Okay, cool. There's two towns all the way up on this giant poop-shaped rock. How exactly did they get up there in the first place? That's what I want to know.
Now, the town to the west that thought it was best bore the name Flibber-O-Loo, where the women and men since 1710 have worn on their heads one large shoe.
Methinks we were a big fan of Dr. Seuss. Were there any north-going Zaxes by any chance?
Now, in town number 2, one big shoe wouldn't do. So the people of Gibberty-Lot would look down and bellow at shoe-headed fellows and place on their own heads a pot.
Hey, man. Am I driving okay?
I think we're parked, man.
For days without end, these two neighbors would bicker as to whose headgear was best, and the shoes and the pots would fly ever thicker, from morning to night without rest.
The facial expression was perfect.
One Flibbian fellow who hated to fight tried hard not to act like a mobster. While pots crashed around him from morning till night, he'd just play with his pet wind-up lobster.
What? What? I mean, sure, I guess, but what?
Hey, let's go for a walk. I'm tired of laying around like a squid.
Do squid just lay around? I thought they kind of, like, moved.
The shoe-headed boy and his blue plastic friend walked out of their town and began to descend to the dark, rocky valley between the two cities, away from his friends and their light-hearted ditties. Ba-la-la, ba-la-la.
What is... What is going on?
Here comes a poor fool with a shoe on his head.
I bet he's got money.
I bet he's got gold or maybe some jewelry he'd like us to hold.
Yeah, I'm sure he was just like, please, I have too much of it. Please, just hold this for me, could ya?
They'd accomplished their goal, so they put our friend down, stuck his head in a hole, and walked off with his money, every last nickel, then yelled back as they left.
See you around, silly pickle.
I'm a cucumber.
This imagery is oddly disturbing to me.
Things looked pretty grim for our Flibbian buddy, his head in a hole, his shoe bent and muddy. But then, were those footsteps? Oh, could it be true? Along came the mayor
Of this town full of who's. I mean, vegetables. Definitely not who's. Definitely not Dr. Seuss. Where'd you get that idea? From who?
If you and your pickle would please step aside. I'm very important. I can't stand in chat.
Well, that's not my pickle. I found him like that. Besides, it so happens I'm noteworthy too. Why, I am the mayor of Flibber-O-Loo.
I'm a cucumber.
I see.
said the doctor.
Then you'll understand without an appointment I can't lend a hand. They're folks with bronchitis. They're kids with the flu.
She said to the mayor of Flibber-O-Loo.
If I'm not mistaken, you're quite busy too.
Oh, it was just dreadful. How could they desert their Flibbian friend with his head in the dirt?
That's it then. I'm finished. I'll die here down under.
You're in Australia?
Someone else on the road overhead. Would they help a friend beaten up, left for dead? Oh, look, on his head, not a shoe but a pot. Why, this little guy was from Gibberty Lot. Would he help a Flibian?
Probably not. I doubt it. That would be crazy. He's got a pot on his head.
He looked at our friend, and he looked at the shoe. And then in his heart, he knew what to do.
He may be Flibian, that's plain to see. But God made him special.
Special is one way to put it there, Junior.
You saved this fellow? You pulled him through it? I don't understand. Tell me, why did you do it?
Plot?
He has a shoe, and I have a pot.
No. No. Don't sing it, just tell me. Stop it. Stop.
Love your neighbor. Loving means lending a hand.
Who are you telling? Me? She's over there. Talk to her.
If you see someone who's hurt or in need, maybe it's time to perform a good deed.
Unless they're homeless and you own a mega church, then why would you ever do that? Oh, they're dirty. They don't shower, the homeless people, you know. Why would I let them in my multi-million-dollar building? Oh, there's flooding and they all might die? Good. That's what Jesus would want.
If this little guy can take care of his brother when he lives in one town and he in the other, why can't we all try to help one another? And love will surround our fair hill.
How did you all get up there? How?
Now if you visit the mountains of Fibble, you won't see a shoe or a pot. Instead, they throw flowers and candy to nibble. I bet that you'd like it a lot.
I mean, that could still hurt. Especially with the ones with the sticks. And, you know, in a generation or two, they'll forget why they're throwing it, and they'll just be like, stop throwing stuff at us. See, they throw candies. You're supposed to throw flowers, you jerks. And then racism will be back. Sad but true.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song.
Oh my god, it's the silly song.
Our curtain opens as Larry, having just finished his morning bath, is searching for his hairbrush. Having no success, Larry cries out,
Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where, 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 oh, where is my hairbrush?
Bear with me a minute when I compare this to Strong Bad. You really just had to be there. I don't know how I could possibly explain this to anybody that didn't grow up watching this, why this is funny in any way. But hey, it's a cucumber singing about a hairbrush. What do you mean it's not iconic?
Having heard his joyous proclamation, Junior Asparagus enters the scene. Shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of Larry in a towel, Junior regains his composure and comments,
Why do you need a hairbrush? You don't have any hair.
I wonder how they feel about that. Like, of all of the effort they put into comedy and clever writing and all the different jokes that they had over the years, and when you mention VeggieTales, this is the first thing 90% of people think about. Why? Why the hairbrush song? Really, why? Unless there's like a deeper meaning to this that I'm not grasping. It's about your concern with like the trivial things in life when they don't actually affect you at all. Something like that, maybe?
Having heard his wonderings, Bob the Tomato enters the scene. Shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of Larry in a towel, Bob regains his composure and confesses,
Larry, that old hairbrush of yours. Well, you never use it. You don't really need it, so, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Sounds like a Bo Burnham song all of a sudden. You know what? Bo Burnham probably watched VeggieTales as a kid. I bet he did. He grew up in a church. He's the right age for it. Holy hell. How much of Inside was inspired by VeggieTales? Oh no! I can't get the thought out of my head now.
Having heard his lament, the Peach enters the scene. Himself in a towel, both Larry and the Peach are shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of each other. But recognizing Larry's generosity, the Peach is thankful.
Thanks for the hairbrush.
Is the Peach Jay Leno? No, his chin's not big enough. It's Conan! That's who it is.
So is there anyone else you'd like to invite to your birthday party?
I think that's it.
Are you forgetting anyone else?
No. I don't think so.
Well, what about Fernando? I bet he'd like to come.
No, not Fernando.
Yeah, screw Fernando. That guy sucks.
He just moved here, so I don't know him very well. And besides, he talks kind of funny.
He smells weird, too. Wow, okay. Junior the asparagus is racist.
Good night, Junior.
Good night, Dad.
Hey, Dad! Dad, I think I took too much melatonin! Help! Help!
Who are you?
Haven't we broke into your room before? This has happened before. Why are you asking who I am again?
We need your help, Junior. Our starship, the USS Apple Pies, is in grave danger.
Oh, really? Tell me more.
In just 8 minutes, the ship and its crew will be smashed to bits by a giant meteor.
Good heavens. Well, can't you just move the ship out of the way?
Stop! You know what? Great idea! Haven't thought about that. We're gonna go try that right now. Thanks. We'll be back if we need any more help.
Well, gee, how can I help?
Didn't you minor in aerospace technology at the Happy Tots preschool?
Why, yes! Yes, I did!
What? What?
What'd you major in?
What's your major in? Good question, Larry. I'm curious now, too.
When we get on board, you'll be briefed by the ship's engineer, Scooter. Then you can get to work fixing the power.
Okay.
Okay? Sure. You know, the number one thing to do with a children's cartoon is long pauses. Kids love that.
Our sensors have just determined that the meteor is made entirely out of... What?
Out of what?
Popcorn!
Poop corn?
Popcorn ball meteor.
You might want to have done a different take of that because that was poop corn. You said poop corn. Very different meaning.
Would that be caramel or cheese? Because I don't like that cheese stuff very much. It gets stuck to my tooth.
It makes precious little difference when it hits it 5,000 miles an hour.
You know, this was the first time they used Dutch angles in Star Trek, so J.J. Abrams owes his career to VeggieTales too while we're at it. Don't fact check me. I don't know if this is true at all. Do not fact check me. Comedy doesn't have to be factual, okay? Get off my back.
Meet me in St. Louis, Louis. Meet me at the fair.
Hey, who are those guys?
Oh, never mind them. They're the new guys.
Hoochie coochie? Hold, please. Hoochie coochie is a term with multiple meanings, including vaginas. Thought so. Belly dancing. A sexually attractive person. Hoodoo practitioner. Pimp or stripper. Meet me in St. Louis lyrics. We will dance the hoochie coochie. What does that mean and why are you singing it in VeggieTales? A hoochie coochie is a catch-all term to describe several sexually provocative belly dance-like dances from the mid to late 1800s. I don't know why Judy Garland sang that song, but I even less know why VeggieTales chose to sing this song. Maybe we didn't do enough research. Maybe we didn't do our due diligence before putting that into a kid's cartoon. I don't know. I just talk about Hoochie Coochie and VeggieTales was not on my radar, and I don't know why we're doing it. I would avoid doing that anymore.
I'm Jimmy Gord. I'm Jerry Gord. We're the new guys.
So, why do you sing all the time?
Why do you sing sexually provocative lyrics in a kid's show?
Why don't you?
'Cause it's weird. I mean, different.
You know, sometimes differences can be good if we just take the time to get to know each other.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think so. I just think you're weird.
So, why do you eat so much?
We're hungry, I guess.
Fair enough. I just eat all the time because I'm depressed. But you do you. That's a healthier reason to eat.
You know, sometimes I think I could eat a whole bus.
Yeah, well, sometimes I think I could eat a whole spaceship.
Oh, yeah? Well, sometimes I think I could eat a whole planet. Planet.
Grab the guards!
So then, we'll just stay here?
I love how they didn't explain to them the plan at all. They shoot them at an asteroid, and they're just like, okay, what's happening? It's a good thing that they found out that it was made out of popcorn.
Hey, it's kind of like a field trip or something.
Only 2 minutes left. I hope this works.
Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man? He lives on Drury Lane.
Alright. Let's see if there's any controversy about this song, shall we? Yep, and the Muffin Man was a serial killer. Okay. Okay, we're doing great, VeggieTales. Of course it's a serial killer. What else? You know, Ring Around the Rosie is about the Black Plague. All of these nursery rhymes are about death. Why wouldn't the Muffin Man be?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Incoming!
No more for me, thanks. I'm full.
Where'd their spacesuits go? How are they not dead? For multiple reasons. Blunt force trauma, implosion, bloating, lack of butter on their popcorn. That's what they should have sent them with, not spacesuits. Apparently they don't need those. But they need butter and salt for their popcorn. You ever try like the health-conscious popcorn? It's garbage. Terrible. If popcorn is good for you, I don't want it. I don't want it.
You saved the ship.
Oh, it was nothing.
And to think I wouldn't be your friend just because you guys are different. Why, if you weren't different, none of us would be here right now.
And if you didn't sing sexually explicit songs in children's cartoons, we wouldn't be here either. You know, on second thought, I think we'd be perfectly fine without that. Thank you.
You know, it kind of reminds me of a song.
No.
Have you ever seen a boy with funny clothes? A girl with braces on her teeth or freckles on her nose?
Well, you should bully them.
I can be your friend. I can be your friend.
Is that the hoochie coochie dance? Is he doing the hoochie coochie?
We're all pretty different. Some are skinny, some are stout.
But the inside is the part that we're supposed to care about.
Aye, that's where we got feelings that are very much the same.
And so instead of weirdo, I think friend's a better name.
Nah, I'm gonna keep calling them weirdo, and much worse. I never call people friend to their face. That's a weird... Why would you call somebody, hey, friend? If I call somebody friend, they're probably not actually my friend. If I call them every obscene thing I can think of, then they're a friend.
I can be your friend. I can be your friend. It's okay if we are different. We can still play 'cause I can be your friend.
Okay, bye.
Dad, come quick!
I already did.
What is it? Is something wrong?
Oh, no. I just wanted to tell you that I'm going to invite Fernando to my party after all.
Just gonna wait until the morning.
What made you change your mind?
A cucumber and a tomato came in through my window and told me to reconsider. Then we went to space. I thought about it and I was like, yeah, popcorn wouldn't have been eaten if not for differences. So Fernando should come.
Being different can be good. Like maybe if my party's about to be smashed by a giant popcorn bomb in the air, Fernando could eat it. Or maybe if the slime monster shows up and tries to squirt slime all over us, Fernando could maybe blast him with his X-ray eyes.
Well, I don't think Fernando could do those kinds of things.
Oh, never mind then. I don't want him at my party. Stupid Fernando can't shoot lasers out of his eyes. What's the point of being weird then? If weird isn't beneficial, then I don't want it. That's what Rudolph taught me. Anyway, no, that's good. It's cute. It is good. It's harmless. I know a lot of people... It's really popular now to, like, talk crap on VeggieTales. And I haven't watched any of their recent stuff, so I don't know how propaganda-y it is or whatever. But if this is propaganda, who cares? It's propaganda telling you to be nice to people. It's not saying you're going to hell. It's not doing any of that. And so it's like, regardless of whatever your beliefs are, this is just cute. It's harmless. It's fun. I think I probably enjoyed the other two a little bit more than this, but there was still a lot of fun about this one too. And I'm not thinking that this is a downward trend or anything. I remember there being plenty of episodes a lot better than this coming up, so we can do those too eventually. If you want more of these, let me know. This is, as always, a lot of fun, and yeah, if you want more, let me know in the comments below, and I'm sure I'll get to it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.